Welcome to the Infinite Life Podcast. I'm your host, Katische Haberfield. This podcast is a journey of discovery as we learn how the soul evolves over various incarnations to understand all about the complexities of being a human being who has to bravely navigate viewing life as a non-dualistic struggle between good and evil through consciousness-raising experiences that test our valor.
Hello for the third time, you lovely podcast listeners and YouTube viewers. We are now on session, I remember, 3 of the Healer's Path of the with the Infinite Life podcast with Katische Haberfield. You'd have thought I'd get it by now, wouldn't you? Never mind. I am Trudy Malins of planetmalins.co.uk, and I hope you watched and enjoyed and laughed at sessions 1 and 2. Well, maybe not laughed too much at session 1, but session 2 was a little bit wild and wacky. If you thought we got hijacked in session 2, we really got hijacked in session 3. So for this session, it's a future progression, okay, to have a choice. You get a choice of what you want to do, and you get 2 scenarios. Okay, halfway through the first scenario, we get hijacked by a spirit that is close to my heart. Okay, and we have to deal with her excitement, her being cheeky and taking the opportunity to pop in and speak with Katische. And then we continue on, and to see the outcome, or the likely outcome, of the choices I make and the way they showed me was mind-blowing. Again, Katische had to probably throw her script out the window, and we just rolled with it. So it didn't even start off the way it was expected to go. Literally got hijacked by my past lives again. Because obviously, as Katische explained, there was some residual trauma or message that I needed to hear before we could move on. Okay, so we got that sorted, and we eventually got where we were supposed to go, which was to our future selves, or my future self, should I say. Which again, to be given the choice, because sometimes you do think, oh, this is just too much, or you feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall, because everywhere you turn, it's either resistance, or it doesn't work out as expected, or it collapses, which is still a good thing, because it's all about experience and knowledge. Yeah, so that really did help, seeing the 2 different scenarios, and the choice I made is, spoiler alert, the Healer's Path, okay, to continue. Once I'd made that decision, and Katische says, asks you've got to make a conscious choice, haven't you? You can't just go, yeah, willy-nilly. So then we go, oh my God, we met the Soul Council. Now, I've heard of the Soul Council, but I got to meet them, okay? When I think about them, they're just a misty blur in my head. Although I know that I did meet them. I got to meet a crystalline being who was the head of the council, whose name I'm not going to tell you. You can find out in season 3, because I asked, not season 3, me and my seasons again, session 3. You were here, and there is a comment that I make with regards to the Soul Council's leader's name, which was great. And when I think of the Soul Council, I just think of them as emotionless beings, but they are not. And I was very disappointed when they explained to me, as much as I was taking the Healer's Path, I was disappointed at what they told me. Okay, but actually, the job that I have is so much bigger than what I thought my actual job was. Now, that might not make sense until you watch the session. One of these days I'll actually get my teeth in, get my brain in gear, and we'll be good. It was amazing. And then we did all of that, and we got to the end. There was a surprising visitor who popped in, which really had me confused. And there was a lot more surprising visitors. So once that was all over and done with, we had lots of spirits pop in and hijack us. And loads of hijacking going on, which was great because one of them, and again this is why I'm going to explain timelines hurt my head, knew me from 1806 was the last memory and the last date, and she had waited to find me in this lifetime to catch hold of Katische. That's a big spoiler alert, but it gets even more surreal than that as we continue on. Again, the lesson wasn't just about me moving forward and the path that I have chosen being hijacked by all the spirit, because from what was my understanding was, oh yeah, they're just passing through my house, they're good, they stop off, they hang about, they go. But actually they hadn't crossed over, they were just hanging around, and because I don't know, maybe I've made them too welcome, who knows, they were just staying in my house. So Katische stepped in, did what she had to do. So our session was 2 hours. We were done within just over an hour, but as I say, we got hijacked by my past life and by others. And there's a lovely song, 2 songs, that Katische hears one of them. I've tried listening to it on the recording, I can't catch it, but obviously I could hear it anyway, what my cheerleader was doing. And there's a song that has a meaning for Katische, which I've yet to find out what that is. So enjoy that. I did, and it just, this session brought a beautiful conclusion and validation as to why I felt I was just meeting brick walls. So it's now made me realise actually that there is a bigger picture than just what I thought I was here to do. So that's just again helped me embrace what I needed to do, validated what I'm doing, made life a lot easier. Tad of a disappointment, but I got to meet the Soul Council, so the disappointment was okay. They were disappointed or could feel my disappointment. It just all was going round and round and a bit crazy. It was, again, it was wild. Some more salt, shall we say. And yeah, there's a little surprising visitor. And I hope you enjoy it. And you'll probably, when you're watching it, you'll probably see it coming. But obviously when I'm in the meditative state, I don't necessarily see it. I'm going to stop talking, go and watch and listen to session 3. It was great. And I'll tell you more about how it's impacted me. And then I can blurt it all out. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching the Infinite Life podcast with Katische and me, Trudy. Bye-bye.
I want you to imagine a staircase, and let this be a staircase that goes up. So you can ascend, go up, rise up, higher and higher, like a stairway into the sky or a place of spacious radiance. Notice its color and texture. And I really want you to just notice things in detail today. Notice if it's white like marble or if it's made up of light or clouds. imagining that you are going to describe or draw this afterwards, with clouds that move you effortlessly higher with every step. Your thought to walk can take you up the staircase with 20 steps, going up now. 1, 2, becoming more aware. 3, 4, awareness expanding. 5, 6, as you go higher. 7, 8, the higher you go, the more the view opens up. 9, you are less part of earthly dramas. 10, 11, can breathe easy and free. Higher. 12, 13, and higher as you approach a dimension of insight and healing. 14, 15, up to a place where you can request your spirit guides to help you. 16, 17, requesting your higher self, inner wisdom, or superconscious mind to come forward and help you. 19, 20, to access and heal lifetimes and give you insight. As you get ready to step up into a place of light, peace, and wisdom, that's it. With 20, now be there. Opening and stepping into this place of light and wisdom now. Notice if for you it is like a pristine crystal temple, or a place in nature like a light garden, a place of pure light energy. I want you to find a place where you can relax completely, becoming more relaxed than you've ever been. And find this place to be surrounded with light, both refreshing and healing. See that there is plants in there, which include trees, red roses, orange fruits, yellow flowers, green plants, blues of the sky above, and a violet highlight of a flowering tree. So scan now and discover the most relaxed part of your body. Send that most relaxed energy to each other part of your body. And imagine you are reclining in the healing temple. I want you to notice or create a crystal above you, and imagine it can send energy to your chakras from the red, yellow, and orange colors and energy of the lower chakras, opening, energizing your journey, connecting with the green of your heart chakra and the blue of your throat chakra, so you can feel and express your heartfelt truth. Up to your third eye and crown chakras. So focus now on your forehead and notice the sensations and colors of indigo. Focus now on the top of your head and notice the sensations and colors of violet. Imagine that the whole body, translucent, is now accepting of your own inner wisdom. Notice the colors and swirling opening energy that's guided to where your body needs it and is ready to prepare to heal past lives and progress to future lives. You've accessed resources and learned about blocks by regressing to the present and past life events and people. We've accessed your spirit guide and higher self. I want you to invite a spirit guide to come now. Send that request now by saying in your mind, I ask my spirit guide to come and help progress to future lives relating to the healer's path specifically. Your spirit guide is just going to stand there. We're not going to interact. They're just here to make you feel comfortable. And now we're going to ask for assistance from your soul group, directly or indirectly, to clear interactive karma with others on the healer's path, to set new intent and dedication to help each other in future lives. Now we ask assistance from the Soul Council, directly or indirectly, to clear blocking karma and release new karmic actions we can take in this life to fulfill our life purpose for this incarnation on the healer's path, and to realize where these can take us in future lives. You can confirm our intention. You can repeat in your mind, I ask for guidance and inspiration for future actions on the healer's path. I ask for guidance and inspiration for future actions on the healer's path. In your place in nature with your healing temple, imagine a mirror. It has the power to show information about your soul's future journey. Notice the shape and color of your mirror. Imagine your present day face reflected in the mirror. See your eyes and your inner energy. Now imagine your face a few years on from now, acting as a healer that has moved or is moving to the next level of your healer's journey. Notice your energy and presence as a healer. Notice your body language, the way you move, the sound of your voice. Notice the place you are in, any people around you, and how they respond to you. Find or create a tunnel that can take you into a future life relating to your healer's path. Soon you can walk into the tunnel, and halfway down the tunnel you can find a mirror that can reflect your future life face. Then you can walk down the tunnel into the future life scene. With 5, walk into the tunnel, with a garden and healing temple fading behind you, and the tunnel darkens with 4. You come to the mirror, which is soft lighting, so you can see your future life face coming into focus. With 3, getting clearer. First impression, is that face male or female?
Female.
Okay. Could you tell me something, just brief impressions about your hair, eyes, clothes, and ethnicity?
It's me, but my
Mhm.
hair is so long, and there's a lovely breeze. There's a breeze coming when you get that whole movie
Mhm.
star with the hair.
Mhm.
Yeah, and just in my normal clothing, jeans and a t-shirt, but I've got a long cardigan,
Mhm.
just a long, and it changes colours. Just a long cardigan, and everything's just really flowy,
Okay.
which is lovely.
All right. So I want you to continue walking down that tunnel so that you can emerge into the future life scene relating to your healer's path. With 2, walking to the end of the tunnel, the light growing and drawing you forward. With 1, ready to step into this moment in time. Are you inside or outside?
There's just clouds everywhere, and I've since I went into the crystal room before coming into the tunnel, I've got an angel in front of me
Mhm.
and Archangel Michael behind me, so I
Mhm.
can see through them, but I also have to look around them to fully see into the mirror and to see where I'm going. I don't know why.
Okay. So
Massive pinky purple angel, massive, bigger than even Archangel Michael, just in the front.
okay. So give yourself full permission to use your imagination, even if you feel you're not sure, even if you feel like you're blocking yourself from seeing in front of you, even if you're slightly afraid, give yourself permission to see. What is the purpose of the angel in front of you?
He's telling me he's there to guide me.
And does this angel have a name?
I can hear Metatron, but
It's not the Metatron you recognize, though, is it?
no.
Okay. There's a reason for that, and we might get into that later in a private part of the session. Okay. Because you're unaware of this version of Metatron, I want you to do the test. I want you to throw the salt and try and look in the eyes.
It's not reaching him. I've got to throw it
Okay.
harder. Oh, that's not good. Oh, he's all dissolved.
Dissolved.
Mmm. Oh, that wasn't nice. Okay, he's all dissolved.
Okay, so that's a fake spirit guide, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that the fake spirit guide has stepped out of the way, how's your view now?
Clear as.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay. So now I want you to step into the scene and tell me what.
It's it's not a garden. It's like a meadow,
Mhm.
huge, but there's residual of clouds, which is quite nice, on the ground. So as you step, it just poofs away
Mhm.
and just opens wider and wider.
And how do you feel?
Glorious. But there's a dark spot, but not in a dark spot. There is something in the distance that when you look further and everything's all cloudy and you just see something dark.
Mhm.
There's something dark.
Okay.
I don't know
So
whether it's a door or a house or a tree or
do you feel inclined to find out what it is?
I do.
All right. Move closer and tell me how your feelings emerge as you get closer to this darkness.
It's given me goosebumps.
Mhm.
But as I get closer, the clouds, the mist is just opening, and it's a massive. I want to say a castle.
Mhm.
It's got that forbidding. There's a big drawbridge. There's no moats. There's no moats. There's the big massive castle door, and it's a very sad place.
Mhm. Why is it sad?
Mm. The door needs to open and the light needs to go in, and it's just dark and stagnant and just this feeling of loneliness and unappreciated. Yeah, it doesn't feel lonely, it feels alone, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Who lives there?
Not me.
You sure?
I don't recognise it. Maybe we can go in.
Yeah, go in and have a look.
Damn the door. Come on.
Can you get in?
Yeah, I'm in, but it just see, there's one part that looks like my kitchen stroke front room stroke living space for when I was a witch.
Uh-huh.
There's another part that the stairway's gorgeous and it's not all dusty and cobwebby, that wants to take me to when I was a high priestess stroke goddess.
Mhm.
And then if I go through the back, I see the shaman's tent. So yeah, maybe these are all my places that has been left behind and not used.
Okay, so
Because
I
there's
want to ask you a question. Just stop right where you are. This is quite unusual to have been brought here, and there's been energy that's been very intense to what I would call looking at you, your left-hand side. So not the side where the light is, the opposite side.
okay.
Who's there?
No one.
No ghosts?
I can feel the energy of the past,
Mhm.
but I can't see anyone.
Okay. I'm just going to address it if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so I'm addressing the energy that I can see on screen now to the when Katisha looks at Trudy to Trudy's left-hand side. Energy, please speak with us. Relay your name to Trudy. Are you remnants of Trudy's past lives that have not crossed over? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought, because it feels like that's why you've got 3 parts of your past life ahead of you, right? Because there's residual energy that hasn't crossed over. So this is despite the fact that we did the soul retrieval yesterday. So are not yesterday, but the last session, are these fragments that didn't cross over? They have a silver thread attached to them. How do they wish to express themselves?
I just want to say goodbye because it's not the hurt that's been left. It's the trauma, I suppose, the death of the witch
Mm-hmm.
with the death of when I was the combination of the chief and the wise one.
Mm-hmm.
The betrayal, that's the word, the betrayal. But with the goddess priestess life, that's just light and airy and is calling me to go that way. Whereas the other two, it's it's time to let that trauma, that pain, the betrayal go.
Okay.
But the priestess and the goddess want me to go that way.
Okay, but we need to clear up this energy first because we're supposed to go to a future life. So what do we need to do to release this energy? What do they want you to do?
It's part of life. Don't take it personally. It's not yours. They don't understand. Don't take it personally, and it's still the betrayal's not there. What I do is still there. Don't hide it. Just because in the past life the end result wasn't the greatest,
Mm-hmm.
that's still totally irrelevant. Don't take the betrayal personally. Is what they want to tell me.
Okay. And what do you need to do to realize this in this moment for it to become actual?
To use what they've left with me, because that's still there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Oh, she's going. She's going. They're going. They're bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally bye.
Yeah. All right. So that's really important to realize, Trudy, because what we do when we use the bits of their stories and their experience is that we honor them. Okay. It means that what they experience has created opportunities for you so that you don't have to experience that ever again. If we ignore their experience or if we're afraid to step into our light because of their experience, you recreate the same situation in the future, okay? So that's why they've come back to really tell you that the gift of the story is in embodying those components so that your soul can accumulatively bring back those skills, those talents, that knowledge so that you honor them. It's like honoring your ancestors, except for it's you, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to ask the white light over to your right from the priestess what it has to say because we do not intend to go back down that path again. We're going to a future. So what does that energy down that path wish to say?
Be the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Be the goddess. She's telling me.
Mm-hmm. And for Trudy, what does that mean? How does, in 2023, how does Trudy embody being the goddess?
I need to understand that being the goddess isn't a preconceived concept,
Mm.
because she's showing me that the confusion from the last time when I wanted to not do it anymore was because I was the high priestess. When people looked at me, they saw the goddess, because the embodiment was so interwoven into who I was.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, clearly, I wasn't stepping into it fully, because it was making me confused and wanting to stop. So to be the goddess, it doesn't matter what you look like or what you're wearing. It's a state of being, it's a state of mind, and it's a state of doing and embodying. It's in everything, from
Mm-hmm.
sleeping to eating to talking to walking. But it's not eating a certain way, talking a certain way, walking a certain way. It's in the fibre of who I am, and that fibre needs to come out and wrap that side of my DNA, for want of a better word, on the outside inwards, rather than stuffing it down in the little corners and only letting it out every now and again.
Mm. So thou shalt not need to be an Instagram goddess.
Yes, 100%.
And you have a friend in not real life, in Trudy's lifetime, named Isaiah, who embodies the goddess energy without looking like an Instagram goddess, don't you?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is we are going to ask you to take Archangel Michael's hand, and he's going to lift you into the air, and he's going to transport you to a moment in time which will show you what we came here for originally, which is a moment in time that's a future life where we are having a look at one opportunity, one way that your life could go, where either you embrace or don't embrace your healer's path. So follow Michael.
Okay.
And I want you to get settled by stepping into that moment in time and describing the scene for us.
Oh, there's a table. I'm sitting at a table with a
Mhm.
white cloth.
Mhm.
And as much as I have got long hair, I'm very androgynous.
Mhm.
I actually look like my brother, but we
Okay.
do look similar. My older brother, that is, and that's weird.
What?
Just
Remember, we can censor parts of this if you need to say something that you don't want the public to know.
no, it's just really weird that the essence of me, and when I look, it's my face and my brother's face. We're just overlapping, and that's where the androgyny comes in, because he is very feminine but very masculine. So unless they're telling me that to be androgynous just means to bring the container to the energy, is that what you're telling me? I think that's what they're telling me, is that I have the feminine energy for the healing, but it's okay. It's running all over the table. The energy is like this golden liquid, and it's running all over the table. But when I look up and see the masculine, my brother, because everybody says I could be him, he could be me. The gold just goes and is just in a formation. Okay, maybe that's what it is. In a cup. Okay.
Okay, so could we get some further clarity? Is there anything else that they wish you to understand about your brother and you?
I don't know. They're just looking at me with this lovely smug look on his face. And I'm like, okay, but that's not helpful. Okay.
Are you from the same soul?
Maybe. I don't know because my brother's still living.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a
Okay.
question.
Maybe. Because it's literally his face, and he's got amazing eyelashes, by the way. But he's got horrendous hair. But it's my hair because his hair's like barbed wire. So it's my lovely hair on it, which is just okay. Yeah, maybe there is a connection there that, well, clearly I don't understand it.
Okay, so Archangel Michael, can we have some insight, please? Bring out your sword of truth.
I don't understand what that means. He just keeps saying, embody him.
Oh, embody him.
Okay. But why? My brother keeps himself to himself. He hasn't been in contact with anybody for, years. For at least 20 years. I don't know why I would embody him. Okay. There's a part of my brother that, as much as he hasn't dealt with the family horrificness, he's cut ties with it. And he's, I'm done, whatever, it's not an issue. Is that what you mean? Okay. He's just going, yeah. Okay. So that's what it is to cut ties, not the family ties, but all those cut ties with the fear. Doesn't matter. Life is about moving forward and being open to the possibility. Okay, open to the possibilities. And that's what my brother does. He doesn't worry about yesterday and 20 years ago. He just keeps moving forward and lives his life. There you go.
Okay.
We got there.
We got that. Great. All right. So now what I want you to do is just see the scene and describe what's happening.
Okay, the table's gone and I'm outside. And there's these connections, these golden threads, cords, and they're going ping, and they're just shooting into all of these people. I can't see the people. I can see them, but I can't see the individual features. And they're just pinging out for miles, and it's just shooting and landing on these people, and they're taking it and connecting to it.
What?
Are these my soul contracts? Are these the people that?
The question is, are they soul family members that you are sending these out to, or are these soul counterparts? When I say the word soul counterparts, other incarnations of yourself.
No, not that. Are these my soul contracts if I choose this life? Yes. That's what you're saying. Okay, you're shouting, man. Okay, so that he's saying that if I choose this, he's calling them contracts. So whether these are people that I've helped or I will help, these are the people that I will touch or that will come into my life if I choose this. They will make themselves known, because the minute I walked into this scene, they just shot out. So they will be whoever they are. He keeps using the word contracts, but I don't. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, they're going to make themselves known if I continue down this path. Put it that way.
Okay. And so, what's important for us to know here is, what is it that you are doing? What is your profession? And what are you doing on your healer's path?
I'm releasing all their trauma, so I'm doing what I do. I take them to the Akashic realm, but it's not just that. It's my energy is helping. It helps. My energy has awoken something in them that they need to come to me. So it's maybe that they don't understand about the fifth dimension, the Akashic realm. They don't understand about tarot and healing and all the little niches that come with that whole scope. There is something about my energy that has woken them that they need to come to me to be for healing, and it's called healing.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Okay, so my aura is pink. It's not a bright pink, it's a lovely pink, and it's going down the cords. So the cord is still that golden colour, but it's going down the cord, and each person is turning pink. They've got that lovely pink aura around them, but it isn't draining mine. My pink is still nice and strong. And they're all and all the black is releasing around them, going, and it's just what I can feel. My left is really ringing. It's really noisy. Let me stop. There you go. That's all weird. They're all wrapped in my aura, but separately.
What are you seeing now?
Just, I can feel the peace of me and the calm. Oh, and I'm growing.
Okay. How are you growing?
Physically, I'm huge. I am huge. On the same side as Archangel Michael. Okay, yeah, wow. Okay, I'm huge. And I'm not getting, yeah, okay, I'll stop now, but no, my feet are still on the ground. So it's not like I've been lifted up. I'm just massive.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that.
And what I want to know is I want you to watch yourself doing what you do in the way that you do it with these people. I want you to notice the specific actions and the driving general principles behind those actions in the healing. I also want you to notice how you respond to any obstacles that come up and make adjustments according to the needs of each person that you work with.
Okay, the obstacle. Oh, it's in all of them. Okay. Is disbelief, but not in, oh my God, really? Disbelief. Disbelief, and because this is going to work, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That disbelief. So I just have to sit with them and just let them feel it. No. I actually have to take, each and every single one on a separate journey, because this collective disbelief, because it's all finding each other and binding them to the earth. So to loosen that, I have to take them first one at a time. I can take them collectively, and there's other people now that aren't surrounded by this disbelief, so they can all come together, and the understanding from the other people will help dispel their disbelief. But there's some hardcores in there, and they have to be taken one by one to the point of where and why they are so resistant to healing, one at a time. They have to go to the Akashic realm, or the fifth dimension, whatever you want to call it, because I can see my gates and I can see my guide. And a big ass queue of people. There's a big queue. And this is going to go on for lifetimes for me. This is going further and further forward. This is if I accept this now, this queue of people isn't just this lifetime. This is a forever deal. They're telling me this is a forever deal.
Okay, so what I want you to do now is, following this trail, if you choose to go in this direction, I want you to find the first most significant person who is going to be acting as a mentor or a teacher to you, and you probably won't know them. So don't let any current thoughts of current teachers appear.
It's just my line. My line is always there.
Your lion?
My lion is my guide.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just him and there's a big pair of blue legs. And he's my other guide in there. And I'm trying to see past them, but they won't let me see past them. Okay, you said that before. And I don't understand what that means.
What is that?
I call him the pair of big blue legs. The only way I can describe him, he's like an alien. And the blue that he is, it's like an iridescent and it changes colour. Like Aurora Borealis, it changes colours.
Mm-hmm.
but he's blue and he changes colours. And he's massive, massive. And he's told me, he's taken my head in his hands and he's put his head on my forehead and he's told me that he is my father.
Okay.
Now, why are you... But they're the only two that are here. Other than the queue that's behind me, there is a distance between me and the queue. As I say, there is the lion that he's my guide, and then there's the alien that tells me he's my father. So I don't know. Is there anybody else here?
Okay, so they are to be your two predominant teachers, okay? So I want you to understand that very clearly.
Okay.
Now, I want you to check to see if there are any key soul family members who you may or may not know, but will show their faces anyway, who will appear to help you on this journey.
Okay, there's a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got flowers in her hair, pinning one side of her hair up.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely and wavy. She's very excited. Very excitable and excited. She's literally going, yay! I know her, but I don't know her.
That's all right. Yep. And how is she going to help you? What?
She's the one that's been hanging out in my house. Are you the one that keeps peeping around my front room door? My living room door? Okay, she's laughing at me. Clearly it's been you. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, but so I'm wanting clarification now. If she's been in your house, is she a spirit guide or a earthbound spirit or like
No,
how?
she's saying she's my spirit guide. I thought she was an earthbound spirit because every
Okay.
time she literally put her head round and she was smiling, and I'd go say, hello, can I help you? And she just smiles and disappears. I thought, okay. So every time I saw her, I just said hello, thinking maybe because we describe our house as Piccadilly Circus for the Dead, maybe it was just like a stop-off point before she went, because a lot of them do that.
So how can she prove to you that she's not an earthbound spirit?
She just says, because I'm not. Are you sure? Because you look like me and you look like my daughter. You look like my eldest. Seriously? Okay, I'm a bit confused. I found out when I was pregnant with my eldest, she was a twin because they couldn't understand why my womb was so huge with so much amniotic fluid and the baby was really tiny and she was pregnant really small. They couldn't understand it. And she's saying, yes, that's her. So she never actually was born, but she's telling me that's her.
Okay.
She's
All
the
right.
other twin.
The other twin. Okay. Here's the cold hard truth.
Yeah, go on.
She may have entered the womb, but she did not cross over.
Okay. Okay.
So she needs to say what she needs to say so that she can do that. And I know that because you started to cry a minute ago.
Yeah. Okay. But what if it? I know you were her twin, but why are you here and talking about her? No, you can still come and visit.
She can come as a spirit guide once she's crossed over.
Okay, that's what she wants. She wants to help. She wants to be attached still to my eldest. And okay, but this is not the time.
No, she doesn't get
Bless
to do
your
that.
heart.
Yeah, she has to. What is she saying? That she has to understand.
She wants to help my eldest with her gift. So she's taken the cheeky girl. She's taken this opportunity, Lord, to come here, hoping that I can intercede. But darling, that's not the time. So
No.
you need to go, and you can visit as a spirit anytime you like to help her.
Yeah, tell her that she's got way more power to help and guide from the afterlife.
Okay. Did you hear that? You have so much more power in the afterlife than just hanging out with us.
Because what she's doing is she's draining the energy from your daughter.
Okay, this makes sense because my daughter has been feeling exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
We will see you. We will see you. Go. It's okay.
Bring an angel of transition in for her. So ask Archangel Michael to bring in an angel of transition for her.
Can you do that for me, Archangel Michael? Okay, take the angel's hand, and they will take you where you should be, and then you can come and visit all your glory and all of your help. It's okay. It's okay to go. Go. Don't be sad. Go. Okay, she's going. She's going.
Okay, so I want you to just carefully watch to make sure she does cross over.
Step, go on, step. Go with the angel. Step in. Oh, you are like, I know you're like Felicia, you're stubborn. It's fine. Go on, sweetheart. You're always welcome. Go on. Take your foot with you, your last foot. Okay. The portal's shut. She's gone. She's there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for seeing through that. Now, we'll just ask Archangel Michael to send in the healing spirits of light to help your daughter recover from that attachment. So that will happen on in the background.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ask you the question again. I want you to be able to see physical human beings who will appear along the healer's path, who are soul mates, soul family members who are contracted to help you on this journey.
Okay.
That you may or may not know.
Okay. There are a few people,
Mm-hmm.
male and female.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said they're going to help.
And how would you describe them, just so that you remember for later?
They are family, but I don't know from when.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Some are dressed in, some of them have got hoods on and are smiling. Some are modern clothes. All of you? Okay. That's all the help I can get.
All right. So I want you to focus on the most significant person. Each of them is significant, but I want you to focus on the most significant relationship.
There's a monk really in the front, and even when he was with all the other people, the monk really stands out.
What kind of a monk? What colour robes does he wear?
He looks like what I would imagine Francis of Assisi looks like. St. Francis. Because it's brown and he's got, that's not a rope, what's that round your waist? It's a rope and there's something hanging.
Can you look into his eyes? I think you know him.
Yes, yeah, and he's got a hood and he's just smiling. He
I know,
doesn't
but I
want to
think
put
you
his hood
know.
up.
Look,
If that's Saint Germain again, it's just
no,
maddening. It's
no, it's
not
not.
him because
No,
he's here.
look at the energy.
I just keep, and there's animals, so I keep just seeing the Francis of Assisi with the animals and the gentle energy and the open and the warmth.
Keep looking.
Why is St. Francis? No, he's shaking his head.
No, it's somebody you know in this lifetime, I think.
Somebody I know. You are not my Uncle Perrin because he is not a monk.
No, they're not a male in this lifetime.
Oh, you. Okay, smiling nice. I need some help here. I don't
So stop
know.
trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Now just relax and feel the energy of the monk. Right.
Okay.
Now let's just practice. Feel your own energy.
Mhm.
Feel Archangel Michael's energy.
Yeah.
Feel my energy.
Okay.
Feel the monk's energy.
Is it you?
Yeah.
Damn, Katish. You could have just said so.
No, I couldn't just say so.
In my... Oh, Lord above. Okay. Okay. You look different. Very different. Oh, yes, yes. They all know, and they're laughing at me. Okay.
All right. Okay. So I just want you to realize that you can do that as well. Anytime that you're not sure, use your own energy as a benchmark, then use your spirit guide, use somebody else who's with you in the situation, then that will help you try to stop the rationalizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because people will appear, like we said before the conversation, that you don't expect.
Okay.
All right. Now, the last question for this particular energy tract of this wonderful healing life is the question: is there anything that anybody in that crowd needs to step forward and tell you about patterns that need to be resolved between soul family members, or things that can be forgiven right now in this moment that's going to help if you choose this path?
Yeah, there's somebody jumping at the back.
Mm.
Just going, me, big
Okay.
me.
All right, let's bring them forward.
Oh, I like your robes.
They've got robes as well.
It's not right. They've got normal clothes on, but they've got, it's like a cape. Lovely long emerald green cape. But they're a modern person. They're not.
Okay.
Okay. So what are you? Okay. As much as I know with my intelligent brain, they're telling me to understand it with my emotional intelligence, that even though I've been in situations at the hands of others, it personally isn't to do with me on a personal level, and that's been the theme. It was what their soul what they're contracted to come in that lifetime that we were together to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So again, it isn't that. It's that. Don't take it too personally. They had a job to do and they fulfilled it. I have a job to do, and I need to fulfill that. That's what that is. So let that go. Shouting, love.
All right. So this person that is saying that, can they flash a scene so that you can understand their thing that they need you to forgive them for?
Confusion. The confusion of, okay, that's me. And you want to let it go. Okay, let it go. Put it in a balloon, let it go. Silver balloon. Together. Okay. Okay. She's gone back now. She's gone.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Unless there's anybody else jumping up and down.
No, thank God, I can't take any more.
All right. I want you to take Archangel Michael's hand, and we're going to drift away and float away. And this time we are going to go to an alternative future life. And it's going to show you a contrasting situation. So just drift away, float away, and step into the new scene.
Oh, we don't like this.
Okay, what's happening here?
Everyone's walking with their head down.
Mm-hmm. Why are they walking with their head down?
They're not looking up. They're not looking to the light. They're not looking up. They're just so internally focused on the hardships, the daily grind. They can't see the way out. And no, I don't want to be a part of that. Thank you.
Okay, but we need to play through it and really understand it. If this is what they're doing, what are you doing? Who are you?
Same.
You're doing the same?
Same. Everyone's just looking down at that world-weary grind of daily life, and I'm so desperate to look up. Just look up, then look up, and then they will look up. Oh.
Okay, so you're not changing the situation. You're just trying to understand what decision did you make in this lifetime that led you to, like this lifetime as Trudy, that led you to this alternative scenario playing out, hypothetically speaking.
This is what's going to happen if I don't embrace everything fully. And so that it's that either or. You can have the closed life every day doing something different, but the weary, empty feeling, you can do that because the whole world's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a choice that I could make. Just to be focused on me. It's just me. If I drink, this is what it will be. That weary, everything's grey and smudgy and boring.
Okay, so this strikes me though as if you totally turned away from your healing, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the middle ground future life scenario where you just keep on going as you were prior to doing this healer's path?
It's an interesting life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not fulfilled. I'm with traveling and family is growing and it's lovely because it's life.
Mhm.
But on the edges, there's no clarity. There's something missing. So the image here with it growing is full of colour, it's full of life, it's full of joy. But that joy is not extending further into the unknown, into anybody else. It's just almost like I've drawn a big circle around the family. That's what it, and that's where all the joy is. That focus.
Okay.
So my family get the benefit,
Mhm.
but it's not being given to anybody else.
Okay.
And that's the middle ground.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to assume, but I need you to confirm in your own life words, which lifetime alternative do you prefer? Which resonates the most for you?
I prefer the one where everybody's getting it.
Yep.
Where
Okay. It's the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay. All right. What I want you to do now is to just allow yourself to travel with Archangel Michael to the Soul Council.
Okay.
And when you go to the Soul Council, you'll be in a room which will have a certain number of beings, and I want you to let me know how many beings in the room and what the room looks like.
It's a semicircle table.
Mhm.
It's a very mystical room.
Mhm.
And I keep seeing the number 12.
Number 12. Okay. And I want you to look around and see which being is heading up the meeting today. You probably won't know them.
It's a crystalline being is all I get. It's crystalline.
Crystalline being. Okay. And usually these beings don't have any names that translate. So just for the fun of it, how should we address them?
Screech, really? Screech.
Okay.
Okay. Because, okay. Screech.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for being here today to help us with Trudy's Healer's Path. I was just wondering if you could let us know, please, if or how Trudy is going in terms of fulfilling her maximum soul purpose for this incarnation. Can she advise us on any actions that Trudy should or shouldn't do to best help her healer's path?
Okay, I hear why you called Screech. This life will not see the fulfillment of bringing it to everyone. This life, oh, I've got to come back, is to set the scene, to set the foundations of the culminations, because that's how society was back then. But this life is to set firmly the foundation of my gift, so when I come back, they're switched on like they were this lifetime, but ain't nothing switching it off. Not family, not circumstance. It's going to be switched on and it's staying on. So I am here to lay those foundations.
Okay, so
No,
Screech, she seems very disappointed by that.
I'm disappointed with that.
Okay. So can you give us some insight, Screech, as to why Trudy feels so disappointed? So I just want you to
because it's not for me in this lifetime. It is for me, the bigger dream, and it's more important to set the foundations as you've been doing over your lifetime. Even though I know I've been a bit discombobulated. So her disappointment is for me because she feels my disappointment. Now those foundations aren't just little bits, so it will be as big as it will be. And they don't know whether that's going to be, in our terms, small, medium or large. It's just the foundations, which are very important. And they'll be as big as they need to be.
Okay.
Don't be disappointed. Okay.
Yeah. I think Screech would probably agree with me that these foundations may have some so-called massive achievements in your own eyes. It's just that can she give you a glimpse of a possible next level step that you will make in this lifetime in your healer's path? See yourself doing something that is showing you an achievement, an upgrade, a new ability, a client scenario where you've massively helped somebody?
She's just, oh, really? Okay. Keep going. Keep going. And she just keeps showing me my sister, my older sister. And she just keeps saying, keep going. Okay, so the foundations. Oh, the foundations are not for me, even though they are. My foundations are a platform for those that I help. Okay. So it's not my big. Okay. So the foundations are, yes, they're for my future lives, but for this life, the healing and the crossing the timeline for my close family is what's going to make everything explode for them. This is not for me.
Okay.
This is for them. Okay. But it's a big deal, she says. Big deal. And that's why I'm not to be disappointed, because it runs deep.
So, yeah, because we can do something for somebody else and the ripple that they create in their world can be world changing, right?
And that's who it's for. It's not for me to change the world. It's for me to facilitate the world change. Oh, that's big. Cool beans. Yeah. It isn't for me. I'm the facilitator.
Yeah.
For others. That's why it becomes big.
Yes. Because you're empowering others to do. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's why I hit a brick wall every time I try and make it bigger. It's not meant to be bigger.
Yeah. You're not the guru.
Yes. Yes.
We're moving out of the age of guru, right? So you're not the guru, but you're empowering other people to do things, and they empower other people and they empower other people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay. Perfect. Now, I want to ask the council, is there anything that they wish to impart? Any other information? Any other instructions?
Now that I know it's all good, it's yeah, they've taken the disappointment away and that feeling of, why am I failing at this? Because I'm not. So they've taken that away and just said, keep going. You're here. Okay, so the here to serve bit, that's what it means. I'm not here to serve everybody, which is what I assumed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to serve a select few so that it elevates them to where they are, and yeah, and they will be the world changers.
Okay. Okay. Would you like to ask her for any clarification? Do you have a particular question you'd like to know in relation to your healer's path?
Okay. Okay, the other members of my family will come when they're ready.
Okay.
And everything will be set in motion when the time is right. It's all, the cogs are turning, and slowly they'll just go chunk, and the other people that need to be not activated, that's not the right word, but embrace what I can give them will, yeah, will help them with their life choices. Okay.
Okay. And does the Soul Council have any wisdom about things? And again, if anything is said here that needs to be edited, we can do so. Is there anything that you are doing? Sometimes on the healer's path, we're attracted to many modalities. We can get a little bit distracted, like the bowerbird syndrome, and it takes us away. Even though you're told to incorporate other things, there's also 50 billion courses out there, books and things like that, and we get distracted from our path. Is there anything that you're doing now that they wish you to stop doing? Any courses, teachings, things like that?
Yeah. Stop with the challenges. Okay. It's all, I know, it's all inside. It's all inside. Okay.
Is there any particular kind of challenge that there's a
Well,
repeating pattern of a challenge that you're trying to do that is just totally irrelevant?
yeah,
What's the theme there?
yeah. It's all about the intuition, and it's all about connecting with your guides. And they're like, geez, man, you're already doing it. So just open your scales removing from my eyes. Okay. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. Because you're already doing it. So bring it together.
Okay.
Okay.
And I felt as though, and I'm open to guidance from the Soul Council here. In the very beginning, we had a false spirit guide shown to us.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. What was the purpose of that? Was there a second layer of purpose to it, or was that just for that particular scene? Like, I felt like there was something really significant in the fact that it was Metatron.
Stop hiding behind everybody else. Stop hiding behind that, oh, Metatron's too big. His energy's too much. Stop hiding because he's so big. That's why he was in front of me. Because I was instead of using his energy as a shield, as guidance and protection, I was using it as an excuse. Well, he's in front of me and I can't see around him because he's so big, which is why I had to do this and look around him. Use what they're giving me. That's why they're stepping out from behind me so that I can see them. And what's the word? So rather than just saying, oh, they're behind me, yeah, they're checking me out, they're making sure I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm to just use what they're giving me more. Call them, check out the angels and what they do, and use them. Okay.
Okay, so with respect to Metatron, though, he
Yeah.
was shown to you as a false Metatron. Is
Mm-hmm.
there any other wisdom there about Metatron or checking when you go out to check these angels? Is there anything that you need to be aware of? Is there some sign in the body as well that we can be shown when you're as warning, or will you just get better at?
I'll get better because there was an instinct in me that knew that he shouldn't have been in front
Mm-hmm.
in the way he was, because I should have been able to see through him clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So use the salt. He says, okay, every time with everyone, okay, because they get in the way of me, because I get in my own way. When I take them, because I go to my gates and ask my guides for help, just throw the salt on the path, clear the path in front of me.
Okay. Just like as though you were shoveling snow or something, yeah?
So take the salt, dissolve whatever it is, like the salt will dissolve, and then just clear it. So then clear it like this, clear it, and it will be, so I will know how to take them and what they will need. Yes, okay. Because I can do this. I need their help and their support. And the clear path is because of your, okay. Yeah, just lean into me and just clear the path. If you feel any, oh gosh, this is going to be a doozy, just clear the path and you'll know what to do.
Okay.
Like we did when we moved him out of the way with the salt.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right. Is there anything else that they would like to bring to your attention before we depart the Soul Council today?
No, they're all just nodding.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Double thumbs up. Okay, we like the double thumbs up. And they're just nodding and fading and saying it's all good. Keep going.
Okay. All right. And can you ask Michael, are we done for the session, or is there anything else that he'd like me to cover today?
No, okay. We're done for the session, but I'm not done. Okay.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Oh, okay. But in here. Okay. Okay. I've got 2 pictures that need to come up in here.
Okay. Perfect.
And then we're done? For now. Yeah, it's just a continuing journey. He said so for now.
Okay. All right then. So we'd just like to confirm that you're ready to reaffirm your intent as a healer, knowing what you know now. Yeah. And I want you to notice how you have an enhanced sense of confidence in understanding your power to enable others, to help facilitate and set up other people so that you create ripples through others as well as ripples around yourself. And that this is a very noble and humbling way to be in the world.
Yes, very humbling. Good.
Yeah. So what I want you to do now is I just want you to feel the energy of the 2 contrasts. When you're stepping out and trying to be the superhero that you don't require to be, feel that energy of the ego taking over.
Mm-hmm.
And now I want you to feel the other way that you have decided that you wish to be seen in the world for this incarnation.
So I've got a cheerleader. She's like,
yeah, I heard her. I actually heard the words come. Yeah. That's why I just about said to you, what did she say? Because I heard the words being mouthed. It'll be interesting to get that on the recording. Well, can you ask her to say that again?
Say it again. She's just going, yes, just a fan, you blow my mind. She's singing the song. She's singing the song.
All right. Okay, so now that you've got that, you will now notice in moments where you are stressing out and starting to get worried because you're not being big enough or having a grand enough scale, you'll begin to feel that sensation in your body, and then you can immediately switch and bring in the feeling of the humble enabler. Yeah. And see the image of somebody skimming a stone across a pond for ripples in the water.
I drew that last time, and I didn't draw the pebble, I drew the water splash, and then I made like ripple lines, and I didn't know why I drew that, so I wrote "drop it like it's hot" underneath it.
Yeah, no ripples.
Yeah.
So perhaps you'll also find an image of ripples. Before we go, there's an energy to your left-hand side. Please maybe address that energy. Stickler for who's there to the left-hand side.
I don't know.
Okay, so we need to. Hello, my name is Katische. Please let Trudy know what your name is. Oh, this is a big energy. Please step back and tell us your name.
Oh, I can feel it, but I don't. Why am I getting a trumpet?
I don't know. A really big energy.
I can feel it.
Okay, so I'm directing the questions to this being. Please let me know, were you ever a human being?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And darling, what was your name?
Melanie? Melanie? Okay. Melanie shouting loud and clear.
Okay, Melanie. And how did you meet Trudy?
I've always been there. Okay.
Do you mean
When?
since
When
when?
have you
When did you?
always? What's that? Always. She just says always.
Since she was born in this lifetime?
Before. Since before.
Since before. Okay, so you need to let me know, Melanie, what year is it for you?
Really? 1806. That's weird. 1806.
1806. Okay, Melanie, and what was your last memory?
She's showing me a gravestone. It's not hers. It doesn't say Melanie on it.
Okay, and Melanie, what did you die of, darling?
Oh, goosebumps, okay. Old. She says very old. Old,
Very old.
sick bones. Old, sick bones. So whether she
Okay.
made old bones, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, and Melanie, why did you not go to the light at the time of your death?
Why did you need to find me? Not
She may
me. You. She needs to find you.
have.
Okay.
Okay.
How many people are hijacking? Yeah, she needs to find you.
Okay, Melanie, what is your message, darling? Why did you need to find me?
To find me. So you needed to find me to find. Oh, there's a convoluted triangle. Okay.
Okay, so she must have known in 1806 that I could cross over in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet Trudy when Trudy was Trudy or Trudy of 1806? Literally, we need to know the story of how you met Trudy. Was she a different name then?
She's showing me a man. There is a relationship. I don't know what the relationship is. A deep connection. But she's saying it wasn't allowed.
Okay.
Why wasn't it allowed? Because I was rich and she wasn't. So we weren't allowed to be together.
Okay.
So we had to just be friends. So she's had to come back to find me, to find you, to go, to cross over.
All right. Okay. Sweetheart, Melanie, is there something that you would like to tell Trudy before you go? Trudy soul.
Be gentle with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because I've carried that hurt across the timeline, and it's okay. It is what it is. It was that time. It is what it is. We all have a job to do. Oh, geez, okay. Don't take it personally. Jesus.
Okay.
Again, okay. I get the message. I'll stop taking this stuff personally. I get it.
So, Melanie, would you like to take us back to your last moment so that we can guide you up into the light, or would you just like an angel? What would you like the most?
Oh, she just wants an angel because we couldn't be together when she passed. She just wants to go to the light of the angels.
Okay, darling. All right. So we'll call in Archangel Azrael, angel of transition. You can be with this beautiful lady right now. Give her a healing blanket of light and help her cross over to reunite with the other version of Trudy.
Oh, he's waiting for her.
Yeah.
Don't leave the portal open, baby.
Well,
okay.
Let me know when she's crossed.
She's leaving the portal open.
Yeah,
Tiny.
there's somebody else. Yeah, there's somebody else. That's what I thought. They're over on the left-hand side again. Sorry, Trudy, but as your last option, I need to do this. There's also energy, same left-hand side. Hi, my name is Katische. You're with Trudy and Katische. What may your name be, please?
Why won't you tell me?
It's safe.
Don't be scared.
We're here to help you. We're here to witness your story, darling.
2 names
Mm-hmm.
from the same person. Tina, Simon.
Okay. So is this because there's two of you from the same soul that are waiting here today to be crossed over, or two distinct different people?
No, one person, 2 souls.
No, it can't be one person, two souls. It can be two
He's
people.
saying he's Tina and Simon.
Tina and Simon. Yeah, so two people, one soul.
Oh, okay. That way around, yeah. He's
Okay.
Tina and Simon.
Okay, so Tina and Simon, what are the 2 years that you think it is today? What year does Tina think it is?
She's shrugging her shoulders.
Okay, what about Simon? Well, what was the last year that you can remember? Tina and Simon?
Bedroom.
Sorry?
A bedroom. They're Tina and Simon lying in a bed. They're quite young, and just feeling tired. They're tired. They're not ill. They're just tired. They just want to sleep. Bone tired. And that's it.
Okay, all right. Are you ready to go to the light?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's bring in an angel of transition for them both now. So look for the light, look for the angel, and then you can just direct your mind stream towards the angels
Mm-hmm.
and
Let's
gently.
go. Let's go.
Okay. And before we close, Trudy, you said that your house was like Piccadilly Circus with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But and there comes more energy. Uh,
Oh, ah.
so I'd like one person to step forward now who has the ability and the power to round up all the other ghosts that are currently in Trudy's house. Who's going to step forward, please?
Oh, the little girl.
Hello,
Quite
darling.
bossy.
What's your name, darling?
Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. How old are you, sweetheart?
She's 4.
4 years old. And Amelia, how many people are there that need to come today with us?
She's counts, but there's
Can't
lots
count.
and lots more
More than
than
your
her
fingers
feet.
can. Okay. All right. And Amelia, darling, can you use your best powers of persuasion? And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to create a really beautiful rainbow colored bridge. And what I want you to do is to be the boss. And I want you to command in a sweet voice everybody to march on over the bridge, and there will be a very special treat and picnic and celebration at the other side of the bridge. Along the way on the bridge, there will be beautiful angels to give everybody something that their heart desires and to give them into the hands of a loved one who is waiting for them. Amelia, I want you to start the first person on the bridge, and I want you to wait so that you are the very last person to cross over on that bridge. But we want to grab everybody who's in the house.
She's
And,
nothing.
and you need to let me know if there's anybody resisting.
Okay. Oh, she's singing the Grand Old Duke of York.
Oh!
What? She's marching, she's holding onto the rainbow, and she's going, the Grand Old Duke of York, he has 10,000 men, and they're all marching, and singing with her and waving at her as she goes. And he marched them down again, and when they were up, and now she's behind them all, yeah. And when they're only halfway up, they're neither up them, and she's marching behind them all up the bridge. She's having a waiting time. Oh, she's enjoying her important job, and they're all in front of her.
Lovely. Can you ask her if she chose that song specifically for me? Or if that was just a song that came to her head?
No, she chose it. She chose Grand Old Duke of York, because when you were talking to her, she'd already, before you even said anything, she was marching on the spot, and I could hear the sounds of the Grand Old Duke of York. So she's chosen it. So it must be for you, because
yeah, there's something that's very specifically tied to a past life of mine. That's why. Just like,
okay.
You are joking.
I know, sweetie. It's a long bridge. There's lots of people. And they're now down the other side of the rainbow. Yeah. Okay, shut the gate. You shut the gate. Bless her. And she's gone.
Beautiful.
She's taken them all.
Okay, so we're just going to call in Zadkiel. with your compassion, could you please just scan the house and the surrounding areas, looking in all the corners and dark spots to make sure that we've got everybody?
Mhm.
Okay, and then can we seal, cleanse, clear, and heal any portals?
Okay.
What did he discover?
There is a portal in my younger daughter's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Not a nice portal. Oh, it's getting smaller. Thank you.
Okay, and Zakael, can you do a scan to see if the spiritual police are required for any lower astral realm beings?
He says they've looked, it's okay.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
mate. Anything else that needs to be done with the house so that it doesn't remain ghost central unless it is part of Trudy's soul path?
Okay, it's not my path, it's my daughter's, they're telling me. So it's not going to be willy-nilly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. Introduce dreams and meditative moments. Could you please, Zodkirl, because I know you very familiar with this, please provide Trudy with any guidance that she may need over the coming days, months, and years to help her daughter with this path, which can be sometimes challenging. Thank you very much. All right, so are we now complete, Zodkirl, with this session? Can I close and...
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. What else is there?
Oh, I don't know, but it's on me.
Okay, can I have the spiritual police come in right now? Michael, Zodkirl, the energy to the left of the screen needs to be removed right now. Please remove the energy right now. Please bring in a healing protection. Trudy, I want you to imagine stepping into a tetrahedron.
Yeah.
Okay. And inside that tetrahedron, you are safe. And we're calling the rescue spirits of light, the spiritual police, urgently to come in right now and clear the energy that is on and around Trudy. Send it return to source.
Oh, it don't want to go. Well, it's going. Go. You are not welcome at all, at any time, because you are not nice. Yeah.
Rescue spirits of light, spiritual police, activating, clearing, healing, and sealing the energy area, removing that negative energy right now. No, removing that energy right now. Removing the energy right now.
Oh, it's claws.
Archangel Michael, please come in with assistance right now. We need you to see through the deceptions. We need you to see that at your inner core, not you, Trudy, but this being that I'm speaking to, you are light. We need to see you to see through the 3 deceptions that you may have been told about mistruths. The light cannot harm you or destroy you because we all come from light. The light will not burn you. When you check to your inner core, you will see that you are a being which has a small flicker of light, and as you focus on that light, you will see it get brighter, and the light will make you, even you, feel warmth and peace and acceptance. And you will understand that all beings of the universe are light and come from light. Any myths, truths, deceptions, or lies that have been told to you will be shown to you now.
He's taken what I've given him. I've given him the flaming ball of truth to encompass him, and he's taken the sword to pierce the veil of lies. And yeah, it will get bigger. You can do it yourself.
Has he become light?
Getting lighter and lighter.
Great.
You can take it with you. Take the sword and the ball. You can take it with you. I have plenty. You can go. Let's go. He's gone.
Okay, I'm just going to say one more prayer before we go. Okay, so Almighty God, I humbly ask that you send almighty archangels and spiritual police to immediately remove any and all black magicians, lower realm intelligences, or any other beings that inhabit the environments of the fourth dimension and who are currently influencing Trudy's home and spaces to the appropriate realm right now. I ask that a team of angels come and remove all souls and lower realm intelligence beings who have been haunting this property throughout the stacks of time and guide them to the heaven realm right now. I ask that salty rain fall upon every square inch of this property to remove any darkness that may be here. I also ask that a massive violet flame from the center of the earth engulf this property for at least 30 earth-timed minutes to purify this space right now. I pray that Trudy's home will be cleansed of any sooty darknesses, contagions of the fear of these negative beings, and the energies of their influence right now. I now ask that a divine light fall over every square inch of this property throughout all the stacks of time that have existed here. And finally, I ask that this property be blessed and filled with grace and joy right now. I ask that Trudy's home be filled with love and light and protection of your divine presence, Almighty God, and the presence of your archangels right now. Thank you, dear God, for this tremendous service. My gratitude to you and your archangels is eternal. Amen. Okay, how are you feeling?
That feels better. Lighter.
Lighter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. If all is feeling good around you, then we'll drift away and float away, knowing that you have achieved amazing things in this session today, removing all fear and enlightening the path for you to move forward on your healer's path. We conclude this series of 3 sessions now, and over the next 24 hours, you'll be able to integrate this wisdom that you have learnt in these 3 sessions so that you can manifest it into your daily life. And with 5, feeling heavier and heavier. With 4, feeling yourself in the chair. With 3, coming around. With 2, 1, eyes open, wide awake. Are you okay?
Talk about Hijack City. Yeah, damn. Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the link to this, which has
Yes,
some
please.
prayers that you can use anytime you feel that energy again. What did that being look like?
Oh, spiky and like a shadow,
Hmm.
but all spikes and claws and not nice.
Yeah.
Digging
Okay.
and yeah, not nice.
Okay. All right. What I want you to do is I'm going to take a photo of that prayer, and for the next 24 hours, I want you to just say it whenever you feel the need to. Know that when it comes to clearing energy of a property, sage doesn't really cut it. Okay, you need to call in. You need to call in the spiritual police and the archangels. Okay, they really are the only true sources of removing and transmuting to source. Okay, we don't want to just move. We don't want to just move them onto somebody else's property. We want them to go to the light. We will say these prayers, and then see how you go. You can always contact me if we need to do any further work. But the idea is to become uber aware of that energy. Because what happens is that wherever there are earthbound spirits, if they've been earthbound for a while, they attract lower astral realm beings. Okay, it's just unfortunately, it's par for course. Because they're in a realm that they shouldn't be. And the lower astral realm beings are created by human beings' negative thoughts. The saying we think things into being, if we think negative thoughts, the thoughts not only manifest in our body as disease, but they manifest into the world. Yeah. So we create all the monsters of our nightmares, and we create all the negative beings as well. So we just have to show them that they are light. And sometimes they can just be a thought form that has been floating around from somebody's self-hatred, such real self-hatred that it manifests into a representation of a creature, and it's not actually a creature, and it just needs to be grabbed by the spiritual police and sent back to source for transmutation. It's just the fear energy that they're just sucked in from everywhere. And just be really careful with going to places that don't feel right for you from now on. Okay, you'll begin to notice suburbs, restaurants, supermarkets, car parks that don't have the right energy. Just stick clear. Okay, yeah. Because as they just said, it's not your sole purpose as a crossing over person. So if you feel negative energy, you can just talk to Michael and say, Michael, I just left a supermarket because there was negative energy there. Please send in the rescue spirits, the rescue police to deal with that energy. And then your job is to get yourself out of there and go and have a shower and cleanse your energy. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Because Michael is very heavily involved with spirit releasement. Okay. Just gentle when you get up. It was a big session. Yeah. It was 2 hours. So yeah. Crazy. You'll see when you watch back this video, you'll see how Melanie took over my complete computer screen. Okay. Literally, it became blue and yellow, and then it split into 3. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So you'll see how it becomes obvious to people when there is somebody around them in a session, just so that you're aware of it. So just rest, water, and grounding food or drink. And thank you for participating in the season. Thank you. Being, well, speechless. And watch out for monks in brown robes. Yeah. So funny. All right then. Thank you. Take care. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, darling. Hello for the 4th
and final time, okay? This is as a result of being interviewed, taking under integration therapy on the Healer's Path with Katische, the Infinite Life podcast. I am not she. We have discussed this. We know this. I am Trudy from planetmalins.co.uk. So I noticed my videos got longer and longer as I was able to give more and more spoiler alerts because I didn't want to spoil it in the first one. Anyway, what impact has it had on me? My confidence level in what I do, whether it's big or it's small, is through the roof because I have embraced the fact that I actually not only have the knowledge from this life, I have the knowledge from my past lives. I also have the experience from my past lives and from this life also. So let it go. Don't take it personally. You may have heard that 1 or 2 times over sessions 2 and 3. And I've really taken that on board. That message was very loud and it was very clear. So rather than thinking, oh my God, why is it not working? Why is it not doing this? It has changed my mindset completely. I am able to just do what I need to do when I need to do it. And it's not personal, okay? So if someone says they want to have a session with me and they don't turn up, it's not personal. If I'm doing a group healing and they don't turn up, I still do it because that's what I'm meant to do, and they can come back and they can see it later when they've got the time. So it's just enabled me to keep going. Obviously my ones they turn up because that would be a little bit orcs. So it's just allowed me to keep going, and failure's just not an option because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. As we find out in session 3, it's not, and Katische puts it beautifully, it's not about being the guru. It's about and when I rewatched it, I am the platform that people use to springboard off to do what they have to do for the lives that they are going to touch. So for every one person's life that I help make the change for them to step into who they are and fix whatever it is that, not fix or sort, whatever, the lives that they then touch, that's the importance, and the ripple effect, and it spreads and spreads and spreads. That's what's important. So, and they kept on bringing me back to, as you've noticed in session 3, my family. So clearly that's important. So in fact, if anything, that kind of blew my mind and made me realise that actually it may only be a small number of people that I am personally impacting directly. The impact that has from the other person's point of view, and I really hope this makes sense, is even greater than my one-to-one. So that actually blows my mind, that I'm impacting people on a certain level that I don't even know because I've helped the person that's helping them. That to me is even bigger than helping on a personal level, direct level. I forgot what I was saying. That's more impactful than me helping millions in my own personal direct way. It's going to reach more people by helping a smaller number. Hope that doesn't sound backwards. I still go back and watch it. It still blows my mind. The hijackings, the people that pop in. It's also made me more mindful that before I would jump in my car and go places, and I'm like, I'm not doing that today. I don't want to go there. And that's even before I've got there. I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing that today. It's just made me more aware of how large my energy field is in order to warn me, protect me, give me a heads up, whatever you want to say. So stepping into what I'm doing, being held by Katische in that space, just has given me more routes, more opportunities, more options, and it's taken the scales from my eyes because actually it's bigger than me and it's not about me. it's about the ripples. And as I said, I had actually drawn a picture of a splash with ripples around it, and that was after session 2, because I think I tell her in session 3, and it's about that ripple effect. And so clearly it's been bubbling around my subconscious, and all those bits that have been bubbling around, just doing those 3 sessions has just, there's that little tiny word again, has made me realise that as small as I am, I can still have a massive impact now and in the future, whether I'm here or I'm not. So rather than me having to be the big noise and the big guru, which was actually quite a scary thought, yeah, I can still do all of that in my comfort zone and out of my comfort zone. And yeah, the focus isn't on me, which is great, because then I can focus on taking people where they need to go and just expanding my skill set. So it was amazing, and memories don't hold the same trauma, because she has widened my vision of things, of all of my memories. Just because when you're hurt and you revisit, you remember it. Say you were 14 when you got hurt by someone, you remember the hurt of that 14-year-old. So it's a very tunneled visioned memory. So that tiny tweak and expansion was just the most amazing gift. And now when there is a hurtful situation going on, I can just see the bigger picture. And again, it isn't about me, it's about whatever the other person needs to learn. And it's about me cementing my boundaries, my understanding and my gifts. And it's not personal. Other people are here to do a job. They're fulfilling their contracts as I'm fulfilling mine. So is it personal or is it just a job? I'm more settled. I've got my sense of humour back, and everything. Life is amazing on the small scale, on the large scale, whether I'm ones-to-ones, whether I'm groups, whether it's tarot, whether it's Akashic, whether it's just my energy is calming for people and they just come to me for advice, whatever it is, it's all been amplified. And I thank Katische from the bottom of my heart for that. I know it was in me, but she just helped me open up a little bit more. So the impact is just going forward. I see it in both of my girls. I see it in my husband. That ripple effect, how it goes. Just one tiny mindset change and the ripples keep on going. So I'm so grateful for Katische. I'm so glad and proud of myself that I've done it, and for what's more to come. Thank you for listening to the 3 sessions or watching them, and yeah, enjoy. I'm enjoying it. If you get the opportunity to work with Katische on all the different levels, go and find her. She is amazing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and who knows, we may meet again somewhere. Thank you all. Bye bye.